Welcome to the official housing market podcast of the Massachusetts Association of Realtors. My name is Eric Berman. I am your host and the association's communications director. I'm joined today by our 2015 president, Corrine Fitzgerald. Corrine is the broker owner of Fitzgerald Real Estate in Greenfield. Hello, Corrine, and welcome to our monthly podcast.
Nice to see you, Eric. Great to be here.
Well, we're squarely in the middle of the dog days of summer, a cliche as it is, but we do have some good news to share. Sales of both single-family homes and condos closed up in June, 9% and 10% respectively. So can you comment on that?
Absolutely. But let's review first. We've been seeing pending sales rise 27 out of 28 months. So buyers have been out there. Yet despite the activity and the interest, and inventory continues to be down, making it difficult to find homes. It's a seller's market, and with that, other issues have arisen. Homes tend to go under agreement quickly, buyers making fast decisions, multiple offers, inspection issues, and appraisal issues. Now, as a result, some pending transactions don't quite make it to closing. And we can't forget the interruption we had with a few snowflakes we had this winter. Thank God we're not dealing with that anymore. Interest rates continue to be below or either increasing slightly or even dropping, all encouraging buyers to buy homes. Now, getting back to inventory. Well, overall, it's down. We are seeing new listings being added to the market. Some areas of the state are more than others, and I think that's really what is responsible for the increase in sales.
Okay, so now you just mentioned new listings added to the market are key to the closed sales increases. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Sure. Yes, let's talk about inventory in general. While it's down across the state, as we've mentioned over the past several months, and as I just mentioned, it doesn't reflect all markets, and that's good news. Now, when we talk about inventory, we're talking about a snapshot in time of the numbers of homes for sale at the last day of the month. Now, new listings added to the market are homes that were added for sale in a full month. For the past 3 straight months, we've seen the numbers go up. In many of those instances, it's those new listings that are getting snapped up by the buyers. And as a result, these listings might come on the market, go off the market before they even get our snapshot out. Inventory is one of those numbers that you don't add each month because it's quite often that it's normal for a home to be on the market for several months. And as a result, you can't count on the homes more than once. That's why we look at the new listings added to the market in the month. The more homes that are added, the better chance of an increase in sales that will follow in the 60 to 90 days down the road.
Okay, thank you for that explanation. Now let's touch on prices a bit. They seem to be moderating. Do you agree? Yes or no?
Yes, I think that it has to do with a few factors. While we're in a true supply and demand market today, as opposed to the bubble, the difference being that we have more strict lending standards. This means buyers are allowed to borrow only what they can afford. In addition, buyers are very conscious of not overpaying like they have in past years. This happened a lot in the bubble. And when the bubble burst, there was a lot of regret, and not to mention homes underwater.
Okay, so Corrine, for my last question, I wanted to touch base on a question we asked Realtor members in June that is about the new closing procedures being issued by the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So could you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes. Starting on October 3rd, there will be new closing procedures that buyers and sellers are going to have to deal with. The goal of the new procedures is called TRID, as they call it, which is a combination of acronyms into another acronym called TILA-RESPA, Integrated Disclosures. I'm not going to bore you with all those letters that are spelled out, but only to share with you that the goal of these changes is to improve protection for consumers when buying and selling real estate. As a result of the Dodd-Frank legislation that passed in the wake of the financial meltdown, TRID makes changes to closing documents, making it easier to understand, and changes the deadlines when documents must be provided to the consumer. While the impact of the industries are going to directly be felt by the banks and mortgage lenders and closing attorneys, it is the realtor who works hand in hand with both professionals and the buyers and sellers. Realtors are going to have to be adapting to the changes as well.
Well, can you touch on the question we asked realtors about those changes?
Sure. In June, we asked realtors how long it would take to make these new changing procedures to feel like a normal part of the real estate transaction. And the responses were very interesting. 36% indicated that it would take 3 to 6 months for a trip to feel normal. 54% responded that over 6 months, and 19% indicated that it would take 6 to 9 months, while 26 indicated that it would take 9 months to a year. Now, less than 10% of the realtors responded indicated that it would take little or no transition time at all. 9% said they don't have no idea the amount of time. Because of all of these new changes, it will affect the way transactions are being processed. MAR wants their members to be prepared and is making sure that the realtor members are up to speed on all the changes and giving them the resources to help counsel their clients. There's a lot of professionals involved in the closing process, and knowing and understanding the new rules will be very important to keeping the market moving smoothly.
Well, that's all great information to know. So thank you, Corrine, very much for your time. I hope you have a great rest of the month and talk to you at the end of August, and happy rest of the summer.
You too.